Hi there, I'm Mitzy. Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of farts and find out why they happen and why they can sometimes be stinky. Inside our tummies, there's food and air mixing together like a big smoothie. Sometimes, our bodies need to get rid of the extra air, so it sends it on a journey through our intestines. Our intestines are like a long, twisty road in our belly. As the air travels through this winding road, it sometimes gets trapped in little pockets and makes a toot sound when it escapes. That's a fart. But here's where the smell comes in. Inside our tummy and intestines, there are tiny living things called bacteria. These friendly bacteria help our bodies break down the food we eat. But when they work, they create something called gas as part of the process. Some of this gas makes its way into our intestines, and when it comes out with a fart, it can sometimes smell a bit funny. The smell can change depending on the types of food we eat, because different foods create different gases. So, when you hear a fart or notice a smell, you can remember that it's because of the air in our tummy taking a ride through our twisty intestines and those helpful bacteria doing their job. And remember, farts are totally normal and happen to everyone, even me. So there's no need to be embarrassed. Now you know how farts are made and why they smell. When we eat or drink, we swallow a bit of air. Excuse me. Why is the sky blue? Hi, I'm Mitzy, and today I'm going to explain why the sky is blue. Imagine the sky is like a big blanket over the earth. This blanket is made up of tiny things called air and even tinier things called molecules. Now, when sunlight comes from the sun, it looks white, but sunlight is actually made up of different colors, like a rainbow. Each color has a different superpower. Blue is one of those colors. When sunlight reaches Earth, it bounces off those tiny air and molecule things in the sky. Boing, boing, boing. Blue light is very good at bouncing around in all directions. So it bounces around a lot and comes to our eyes from all over the sky. That's why when we look up, we see the sky as blue. It's like a big, beautiful blue blanket above us during the day. Why does it get dark at night? Hi, I'm Mitzy, and I'm going to explain this to you right now. Think of the sun as a big, bright flashlight in the sky. During the daytime, the sun shines its light on our side of the earth, making everything bright and sunny. But you see, the earth is like a giant spinning top. It spins around in a circle. When it turns, different parts of the earth face the sun. So when our side of the earth turns away from the sun, it's like turning off the flashlight. That's why it gets dark at night. It's because our part of the earth is facing away from the sun, and the sun's light can't reach us anymore. So when we can't see anything except the stars, the moon, and the lights from our houses and street lamps. But don't worry, when our part of the earth turns back towards the sun, it becomes daytime again, and the sun's light makes everything bright once more. It's like a never-ending cycle of day and night, just like when you turn on a light on and off in your room. Now you know why it gets dark at night. Hi, I'm Mitzy, and today I'm going to explain why leaves change colors in the fall. Imagine leaves are like little factories in the trees, and their job is to make food for the tree. They use sunlight, water, and a special green color called chlorophyll to make this food. Now, during the spring and summer, there's plenty of sunlight, so these leaf factories work really hard, and they look very green because of the chlorophyll. But as summer starts to say goodbye, something interesting happens. Days become shorter, and the nights get cooler. Trees can feel these changes, so they send a signal to their leaf factories. Time to prepare for winter. So the leaf factories start to slow down. They don't make as much food anymore, and because they're not working as hard, the green chlorophyll begins to fade away. As the green goes away, you start to see the other colors that were always there, but hidden behind the green. Reds, oranges, yellows, and browns start to appear. These are the colors of the leaves in the fall. Each tree has its own special mix of colors. It's like a beautiful rainbow in the trees. So when you see leaves changing color in the fall, it's because the tree leaf factories are getting ready for a nice, cozy winter nap. It's like they're putting on their fancy, colorful pajamas before they go to sleep. What is code? Hey, I'm Mitzy, and I'm going to explain what is code or coding. You know how when you play with your toys, you can tell them what to do? Like making your toy car go vroom vroom, or making your teddy bear wave hello? Well, guess what? Computers and phones are like really smart toys, and we can tell them what to do. But instead of using words like we do, we use a special language called code. Code is like a set of secret instructions that we write down for the computer to understand. These instructions tell the computer how to do all sorts of things, like play games, show pictures, or talk to your friends. It's a bit like giving your toys a list of rules to follow. And just like you can build amazing things with your toys, people use code to create awesome apps, games, and websites that we can use and have fun with. Now you know what code is. Hopefully one day you'll write some code and make something awesome. An app is like a magical little tool that lives on your device for play, work, and school. There are apps for drawing with colors so bright and photos to edit to look how you like. Apps for games where adventures unfold with puzzles to solve and stories untold. They start with an idea or a problem to fix. They scribble on paper or many mouse clicks. With special programs, they begin to code, writing instructions, a digital road. They pick colors and shapes and make it all look neat. With buttons and icons, it's a visual treat. They fix bugs and errors along the way, testing and tweaking until it's okay.
They upload to stores where apps can be found for people to download and use all around.
Lights, camera, action. Hey, I'm Mitzy, and I'm going to explain what do movie directors do. Like the captain of a big movie ship, guiding the story from clip to clip. Directing the actors with a vision so clear. Lights, camera, action. Letting creativity steer. Grab a camera or even your phone. Record your own stories right from your home. Learn in art school, online workshops, and even film retreats. It's passion and practice that make you unique. Dream big, little directors. Let your imagination soar. You have the power to create, share stories, and explore. Now you know what movie directors do. Happy National Programmers Day. Why is it today, though? Today is the 256th day of the year. 256 is actually a super important number to programmers. It is the representation of 8 bits. But what is a bit? You're using all these words, Mitzy. Well, on computers, everything at the very end can be stored as a 0 or a 1, on or off, true or false. You see the numbers behind me? 0, 1, 1, 0. That's called binary. You can use binary to represent numbers and letters. So everything in the computer, everything you're staring at right now, including me, is actually just a bunch of ones and zeros. Whoa! So cool, right? Anyway, ta-da! Thank you for coming to my Mitzy Talk. Toodaloo!